Fiction heals. Storytelling heals. No matter what we do, no matter how hard we try, retelling our day to one another is sometimes the very essence of what keeps us sane as writers, creators, and lovers of story. We very well know that indeed, if we come to storytelling, it's to heal others. Write and heal with me a little bit, fellow soul bards. See you in a moment. Welcome on back to Writing to Heal. My name is Jenna O'Malley. I am indeed still one and the same, no matter what channel we're on. Your soul writer, author of sci-fi fantasy with dashes of romance and nerdy references. Alongside the raw stories my characters do weave throughout time and space, I help other soul bards keep doing their modern day soul bard business operations, writing processes, social media creation, and more intentionally from the soul to heal themselves and others. So, what's the purpose of our conversation today? Well, we are looking at the ideal of writing is healing for a reason, even if it's from a fictional work. Okay, keep that in mind. The blank page alone is scary. The blank page alone is scary. We just look at it. We just stare at it full of thoughts, not knowing what to think or believe. I call it page fright in K-12, and sometimes bridging into the healing of writing is just having the bravery to start writing, the bravery to sit in your seat, the bravery to do the thing right now, the urge to want to commit your time and your energy is enough. You probably don't think it feels like it is, but it is. On the other hand, like stage fright, you get thinking about the people who are going to be there watching. Stop preempting the energy of the crowd as negative. Your audience is probably one that is going to love you for you, and in order for them to do that, you need to start doing that for you first. So, I encourage you, my fellow writers, if you feel blocked, ask yourself how much of it is I'm just over worrying about my success. To my readers, therefore, because we need to accept that there is a reader-writer connection, like I've been saying here recently. We need to accept that there's a reader-writer connection. The reader does know when we struggle. They sense it. They anticipate it, whether we want that energy to be there or not. Accepting a reader-writer conversation exists the moment you click publish as a writer and it goes out to the reader. To my readers, you're rocking it. Whether or not you review for us and tell us how much you love your work, you buy what you buy and you go to read to what you read to because there's a conversation going on with each of the books you prefer. I tend to write a lot of darker romantic things. Looking at you guys, the Myrna Annals. And I've healed more as a writer through writing these stories than I thought I ever would. One of my characters pictured on one of the covers back there will eventually go through a miscarriage. It's actually facing my own inner child type level emotions over miscarrying my first baby that led me into a love of writing and wanting to heal others and help others heal through writing. There is this concept of an acquired childhood experience that is negative. As a K-12 educator, we call them children who have ACEs, and there's a whole list. I'll be actually doing a how to make a character with ACEs video on my other main channel in the future. And sometimes accepting that this reader-writer connection exists goes back to dealing with whether or not the reader and writer are facing their inner child. The inner child who's been standing there screaming for attention in the form of, I want to write this book, but I want to write this book, but I want to write this book and life's going nuts. You can do the thing. You could always do the thing. Your mindset needed to face that inner child and not punish them with criticism and self-doubt and imposter syndrome. Instead, what it needed was for you to sit down and hug the inner child by completing the project that you've been pushing away for so long, that you've been blanking on the page for so long. Our voices are valid. They always have been. That's why I end almost every video I ever produce with the words, "Take care of yourself. I know you're worth it." I taught in K-12 in a world where students would literally say, "I don't write because my words have no value to people." And I'm like, so they have no value to you? You just said people. Are you people? Define people. If you're saying that you have no value in what you're writing, stop. The mere urge for you to want to commit words to a page are the very essence as to why you, hi Miranda, are kicking butt in the first place, okay? Your inner voice is valid. Facing the inner child and encouraging them that their inner voice is valid is what's going to lead to my final point for today. These podcasts are going to start off short, and that's okay. But they're going to get longer the deeper we go down this rabbit hole for a reason, because the power of imagination to heal is why facing the inner child is worth it in the beginning. Is why showing up, as one of my favorite writers of all time, J.R. Ward says, putting my butt in the chair day in and day out, doing the thing, is why things are so epic. The power of imagination is to heal the mind, the body, and the soul. A lot of us here are reaching out to go ahead and do that through various means. I know I'm doing it through this channel here and through my main channel. If you do want to go ahead and join in and visit me there, that would be Jenna the Soul Writer. Most of you are used to me from there. A friend of mine, Mel, is doing a similar podcast to It's not a Jenna O'Malley live stream without a tech issue or two, is it? My friend Mel is also going to be doing a live stream later this week that will kind of be in line with, if you want to go ahead and check out. And just let me remind you one more time. Healing is worth it every single day. You've always been worth it. I keep reminding you all that the power of imagination is what you make it. When I coach and edit you one-on-one and in small groups, because we are always programmed to believe the bad. We are always programmed to expect the bad. When in reality, I'd like you all to start expecting the good out of yourselves. Thank you for being here for our first live. On Wednesday, we'll be doing the midweek Cup of Positivity Sip as a pre-show before my live stream sprints, Wizard Wednesdays, on my other channel. And don't forget, you've always been worth it. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Comment below. What are you doing to prove it to you that you're worth taking this journey? That your inner child deserves to be seen and deserves to make that blank page a stage where all their dreams come true through you. Take care of yourself. You've always been worth it.